The fall of Stikbot. What an interesting term. What an interesting thing. So many things went wrong, sadly, but I think we're recovering from them now, so at least we can be a little positive about that. But one of the things when we talk about the fall of Stikbot that isn't covered as much is when they switched to licensing agent, which I know sounds like a bunch of legal, boring talk, which I completely agree with, but it is actually really interesting, and it's a lot less of that than you would think. So I thought we should cover it today, as it's very undercovered in the community, and not a lot of people know about it. Before we start, I just want to say sorry about the audio in this video. I'm working on this new computer that I just built, and the fans are very loud, so I plan to fix this in the future. But with that being said, let's get started. To the dismay of some, despite Stikbots being pretty much only marketed through the internet, they are very much an in-person brand. This is a big thing for a lot of toys because, you know, the kids can go to the store and pick up the toy. It's a very big interaction and big part of selling the toy. So when they stopped carrying them at a lot of major retailers in 2020 and stuff, it became a major issue, as we all know. However, I suggest the possibility of another theory, which may be the reason why at least partially the sales went down. In about 2020-2021, That Channel with Everything found an article from about 2017-2018 from this group, which we will get into very soon, which talks about them becoming a licensing agent for Zing, but primarily Stikbot, and how they're very excited to do all this fun new stuff.
The Joester Lauria Group, a full-service licensing and marketing agency recognized for its award-winning brand building programs, will implement a strategic merchandising and licensing program aligned with the unique essence of Stikbot. The program will include merchandise that extends Stikbot and storylines from Stikbot animations into new categories, including remote control vehicles and take-along Stikbot characters. Graphic novels that build on the most popular Stikbot series must have audio and electronic accessories for Stikbot YouTube bingers, as well as cool apparel, home decor.
So basically, in a nutshell, this company wanted to partner with Stikbot and do all this cool stuff, like make, yummy snacks, which they say later on, and Halloween costumes, and home decor, and a bunch of other stuff that makes sense and I think could totally work, but is also a little weird. But, maybe we just need to give it some time, and the fact that it never really got a chance also kind of, I don't know. So pretty much our conclusion of this agency is that they didn't really do anything for Stikbot so far. However, they did. They actually did release some of the products they were talking about in the form of the plushies and the danglers, which is really weird. I don't know why these ones... I mean, I guess these were the easiest to produce. But yes, this agency is the reason why these existed, because they partnered with Basic Fun, a company that produces a bunch of other stuff and, works with Coca-Cola. It's kind of weird. And they work with Zing and stuff, and they produce the plushies and also the plushie heads and the danglers. And I think that this was their plan to kind of introduce this, then eventually introduce, maybe some bed sheets and chips and stuff and home decor and whatever this means, and make this Stikbot stuff a whole major brand, which I think would have been really cool. But what they weren't thinking at first was, in a lot of the articles they mention how they have 800,000 subscribers, they have almost 1 million subscribers, we're almost there, which aged badly, but they talk about how Stikbot is this major brand, it's going to become this major brand. But what I think they needed to do was grow the channel more. They should have focused more on the content, which I think they eventually realized, as I believe that they are the reason why Liz and Dobby came out. But once again, that show it was not the most well-received show, but it still did well. So I think it was just bad timing. Now, as everyone knows, Stikbot has not the best marketing, and they haven't really shown an ad in a very long time. Which is interesting, because when this company came out, you would think that the ads were actually getting really good, because this was actually when they had an increase in ad production and at least maybe possibly showing ads. I don't know for sure. But eventually they just kind of stopped. So while it's not confirmed, they could potentially have been responsible for shutting down a lot of the ads throughout at least 2019 or something, if they were still working with Zing at this point. But I believe that they may have disconnected now. But who knows? Maybe they're still working with Zing. Maybe they're still doing stuff. I don't know. There isn't really a conclusion in this video. It just kind of, it's just something that I wanted to ramble about, and something that I just found interesting. And you guys may be seeing more videos in the future on subjects like this that don't really have a conclusion. They just kind of exist in time and space, forever lingering thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next one. If you have any more ideas or anything you want to see, comment down below, and I'll see you next one. Bye.